Morning, everyone, and thanks for joining me this morning. Today we're on a new adventure. I'm gonna hunt this area right here. You see the little barn behind me. On a 1903 map, that's the earliest map I can find of this area, it shows that there was a house site up here. There was a little barn for sure because I can see it, and there's some remnants back there of something. I haven't looked at it yet completely, but it's a nice little area. So yeah, we're going to check this out. We're also going to do a little bouncing around. I got a couple sites I want to check out today. It's supposed to be one of the warmest days around here, at least for a while. So we're going to bounce around at some older sites that I've searched. Cleaned out all the junk, most of it. So hopefully the coins will start to reveal themselves, or at least the good relics will start to reveal themselves, the deeper ones. I'll take you to this one spot today where I found a nice little 1870s Colt handgun, I think it was. Pretty nice. But hey, I wanted to show you how I get my permissions, because that's a really important aspect, and most people don't mention that stuff in their videos. But this is how I do it. This one's a little wrinkled up. I carry this one with me, just, you know, if I run across somebody, I'll just show them what I do. It's a postcard. It has one of my pictures on it. Just I found a nice gold watch, and I think it was 1912 Hamilton or something like that. But yeah, postcard, and on the back it just says what I do, and hey, I'd like to get permission to come search your property. Now I can search a map, a nice old map, and then I can get on Google Maps or Google Earth and pull up an address to a location that I'd like to send my postcard to, and I'll throw a stamp on it and I'll send it off. People love getting that stuff. I've received some great comments on my postcards. Anything handwritten, anything personal, yeah, you know, that's good PR. So it's a good method. You might want to try that if your previous methods or current methods aren't working so great. So yeah, give that a shot. Anyways, so let's get on this site. Let's drop our detector. Let's take a peek. Let me show you what I brought today. So we got the Whites MX Sport. Got my shovel, and I just carry a little bag with me. I always carry an axe now, and I carry a nice little knife in case I need to dig into the ground a little bit, and of course a toothbrush. That's it. Keep it simple. No, I don't carry a pinpointer. Nope. That's it. Try to keep it as minimal as possible. Of course, you know, that's 99% of the problem right there. It's not a problem to me because it gets me back to these spots. But what I can carry is what I bring. And in the wintertime, it's mostly all cold weather gear anyway. Stay warm, because when you get out here working and stuff, you tend to build up a sweat, and you know, you need to downgrade, and then it gets cold, and then you need to upgrade, and so all kinds of gear. Be prepared. But anyway, let's check this site out. I'll see you on the next hole we dig here. Hopefully it's a good signal, the first one. And the first target's usually always the one that lets you know what kind of stuff you're going to be finding. But I suspect farm implements at first. But anyway, let's get in there. Yeah, so I just took a big sweep around in here. Not finding much. Just pretty much early century iron. This may have just been the barn area. The house may have sat somewhere else. But I saw this on the map, so it interested me. Let's take a look at it real quick. You see a nice big old cedar tree back there too. It's not that old. I mean, it could go back to the turn of the century for sure. And there's another roof section over there. It's hard to imagine a house being up here anywhere. This may have just been the barn, but I didn't see a spot for a house, although the maps showed that there was somebody living out here. Yeah, we're gonna head to another spot. I think I'm gonna stop at an old schoolhouse first. I've searched that before. I found a lot of Boy Scout stuff. Yeah, old Boy Scout stuff. So I'll just go hit some older spots and see if they're going to reveal anything. I'm taking today to go hit old spots because the soil is super saturated with moisture, and that's perfect for metal detecting. Dry, compact soil, not so great. You get that water all in that soil, and it makes that signal stronger, so you're going to find things a little deeper and better. So alright, so we'll see you at the next spot. Alright, so we're out at the next site, the schoolhouse. As you can see, I park my bike wherever I can get it, where nobody's going to mess with it. And I leave a sign on it. That sign has my phone number, just in case anybody gets curious. I don't want to mess with my bike too, so I leave a little note, please, don't touch my property type thing. But anyway, in here is an old schoolhouse, and I've searched it a few times before, come up with a lot of nice relics. Over in this part right here, this seems to be the oldest section. Something else was here, hence the big old tree. But found a nice little Model T Ford hubcap over there, but I hit it with my shovel and split it right in half. It upset me, so I just left. But anyway, we're going to search in here, and then we're going to go across the street. There's another site over there as well. And then we're going to head through the woods for a little bit. Try to locate another site back there. So, let's drop the detector and get on our way. Enough yabbing. Alright, see ya. So we have our first signal in here for today. It's not sounding great, but like I said, I searched this area pretty good a few times. So any signal I miss on a nice saturated day like today, I want to investigate. That's when you start pulling out the good stuff. All you professional detectors know that, right? Alright, so it's in the pile, right? It's not very deep, is it? Is that it? What is that? Some kind of old relic-y looking thing, huh? Looks like a fishhook or something. It's a whale fishhook. I suspect that goes to a buckle maybe or something. Huh. It's broken. It's got some age to it though. I missed that last time I was out here. Alright. So we're just moving up through the woods here. We're going to enter the school site. Just kind of hitting the outskirts here, trying to figure out this spot. Did the kids play back in the old days? Did they play in the fields or next to the schoolhouse? They must have. And I haven't been able to find that location yet. So we're searching for that. That's my goal here at this spot. Try to figure out where the kids played. Now I found a lot of kids stuff, but I haven't really found the spot where they play. So let's get in there. See you on the next hole. So here's a nice sounding signal right here where my shovel is, and it's pretty deep. My machine's saying 5.5 inches. I like how they throw in that 0.5. Huh, the ground is soft. I like that. It's good. I felt something in there. I don't see anything yet, do you? This is the thrill of it right here. Instead of sitting here poking at it with a pinpointer, I just think the whole idea of a pinpointer is kind of funny because, it's not going anywhere. There it is. It doesn't take long to find, does it? That's a rivet. Remember, we found these before. That's a leather rivet. Yeah, that sounded nice. Nice old relic right there. All right. So we're on our way over to the schoolhouse now. I just searched this area in here, but I wanted to show you something. Do you see this green patch of stuff in front of us? Yeah, whenever you see this stuff, you know there's an old foundation not far behind. Starts with a P, polysacchar or something, I forget what it's called. But yeah. This is nice because I just found this place this summer and I haven't been in here since everything died off for the winter. So straight up there in between those two trees, big clump, you'll see broken wood. That's where the schoolhouse was, right up there. So I'm going to drop the detector right in here and search this area and hope that this was the kids playing section. I haven't searched this yet. So we'll see you when I find something. So I just got a nice loud beeper right in here, sitting right in here somewhere. But you see all these tree roots? This is why you need an axe. My shovel is sharp, but these things are amazing, and they're everywhere in here. You see? Just keep going and going and going. Alright, and there's one underneath that too. My goodness. And that's a sharp axe. Alright, let's chop it over here. We get this one out of the way. We should be able to get to it. Yeah, some of these treasures you gotta work for. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, let's get in there. Let's dig that hole. There's no telling what it is. You don't want to leave it behind. Signal's a signal. That's why we're out here. I think that was the spot. Hoping. Let's hit it with the magic detector. Sounds like it's still in there. Alright, let me shut you off. I'll be right back with you. Alright, so this one is just a lid. An old one. But that thing was deep. But if you don't dig all these signals, you don't know. But now you know how much trash a detectorist has to dig to find the good stuff. And unfortunately, these things give pretty decent signals. So, but you gotta dig everything, okay? Alright, on to the next. Alright, so we're at the old schoolhouse. And I can see we're not the only ones digging in here. Yeah, some little squirrel was digging a hole. Must have found something nice, because how do you suppose a big old hole like that gets in this place? It's a huge hole. Got a piece of glass sticking out there. Huge hole. Some bottles. Well, they're not very old. Yeah, let me give you a lay of the land real quick. I've already hit this place pretty hard a couple times. Can you see there? That's their well. And all the good debris seems to be over there on that side. This, you see the stone? This was definitely holding up part of the structure. There's some brick. Could have been the chimney. Some more stone. It's a nice sized structure, that's for sure. Nice size. Ooh, something just scurried in there. Might be that squirrel. Here's a big pile of brick right here. So we know the main fireplace was here. And near the fireplace, that's where you did your cooking, right? So in here, we can concentrate our search and see if there's any activity. I haven't really slowed down in here yet. I just kind of bounced through and hit it as hard as I could. I was waiting for winter. Alright, let's drop the Tecker in here and get to swinging. Really like to find out how these old schools operated. This is late 1800s. How did they operate? Did the kids play outside? Or were they just constantly stuck indoors getting slapped on the hands with rulers or whatnot? So let's pull out some history and let's tell the story. So I just pulled up a nice little horseshoe, and we got another signal here. So there are a lot of signals in here I missed. That's for sure. I had to change my headphone cable. Good grief. This one's even acting up. Alright, let's dig this. The ground is so soft and completely saturated. The signals are perfect, ringing in nice and clear. Let's go in and scoop that out. Stuff isn't that deep here, so that's good. See anything silver pop out? Oh, I think that's it right there, maybe? Thought that was a piece of wire. Nope, that's not it. Alright, let's... Oh, wait a minute. What's this? What is it? Oh, no kidding. Some kind of button or something. Big old glass or plastic bead. Probably Bakelite. That's interesting. Yeah, that was the signal. Isn't that neat? We'll have to clean that up later. Take a peek, see what it really is. But I imagine it was just some button. It's broke off. Interesting. Or a hairpiece. Something that goes in your hair. Alright, on to the next. Alright, we got something in here that was giving us a nice high 80 signal. Let's see if we can find it. Is that it right there? Yeah. What is that? Just a doohickey, isn't it? Nothing important, I don't think. Probably off of like a mop or a broom or something. Alright. Well, I found this this nice piece of iron right here. Nice little iron relic. Right over that way. There's still a lot of targets in here. Alright, see you on the next hole. So check out this little doohickey. Not sure what that is. It's interesting. It's a part to something, isn't it? Rang up pretty decent. 43-ish. See, the key is in these old house sites, these old schoolhouse sites or whatever, these old sites, there's a lot of trash in the ground. Tons of it. And if you're just going to go through and just pick out high-tone signals, nice, crisp, clear signals, you're going to be digging a lot of cans, a lot of junk. You got to dig everything because the signals are all messed up in here. So you just, when you hear something, dig it. That's the tip of the day. Just dig it. Alright, let's move on to the next. Alright, so we got a nice loud signal right here. Something I obviously missed because of this big old branch in the summertime. And it's underneath that a little bit. It's ringing up in the 70s. So it could be copper. or something around that nature. I've been pulling out some pretty nifty things like that. I'm not sure what that is yet. I will clean that up and take a peek. Found a watch. I think it's a watch back. I can't reach it in my bag right now, but I'll show you later on the wrap up. That's glass. That usually means it's a bottle top, maybe. But keep digging, find out. That's it right there. It's another one of those web belt buckles. You know, the last one I found in here, it had the Boy Scout eagle right on the face of it. Oh, it was a beauty. That's a nice find. I missed that last time. Totally missed it. Yeah, they had obviously had Boy Scouts hanging out in here. Probably after school or something. And I know Boy Scouts aren't super old, but this is pretty old. I can't see if there's anything on there. It doesn't look like it. This is falling all apart. Interesting. All right, let's hope for another web belt buckle like that, but with the Boy Scout emblem. All right, so on to the next. So I'm working my way well onto the side of this foundation over here. I got a nice signal here, but I'm having my suspicions we're gonna have a tough time with the roots. Well, we were able to get in there. Wow. Yeah, there's a big old root in there. A couple of them. Okay. Might have to pull out our axe. But that's why I bring a knife too. Let's hope it's not that deep. Yeah, it's gonna be deeper than that. Most likely. Hang on, I move my shovel. Yeah, let me get back to you. Let me whack that with my axe a little bit. Alright, I think I chopped it out of there good enough. At least get some dirt out. Yeah, gotta have an axe. In this line of work, that's for sure. Take another swipe over it. It's out. Right in there. I put a stick over the coil. Just habit, I guess. Just grab it and go. Maybe in here? Nope, it's in here. It's down in here. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There we go. There we go. Right there. What is it? Yeah, sometimes you have to work hard for junk. No idea. Looks like a fastener part, maybe for the roof. Yeah, alright. On to the next. Yeah, check that out. That looks like a pretty early toy gun. That's probably going to clean up real nice too. Yeah. Sweet. Love finding kids stuff. It's fun. and they're collectible. That's gonna look nice mounted up somewhere, isn't it? Once it's all cleaned up. Yeah. It's a little gun. That is sweet too. Can't wait to clean that up. We've been over there. I didn't get to search that area very well because it was so overgrown last time, but wow. You know, you could really get in places when it's winter time. So, you know, you have to go back. You can't just hit a place once or twice, man. You got to go back and back and back and back, because I'm pulling out a lot of signals. My bag's nearly full. All right, on to the next. Yeah, I'm just working my way through, pulling a lot of nice iron relics out. I'll show you towards the end. We have a pretty decent signal here. Let's dig it together. That looked like it right down there. Yeah. Just another piece of iron. It's kind of decorative, isn't it? No telling what that went to. But this is what you got to remove. These big chunks of iron, because they take up the signals for the smaller objects. You're going to hear this before you hear something small. Guaranteed. So you got to get in there and you got to get rid of this stuff. Alright, on to the next. So this signal here interests me. It's got a nice ring to it. You got to contend with all this. Sounds, it doesn't have that iron chatter to it. So, and that's what I'm looking for. That's the whole idea about getting rid of the iron in here, so I can come back and pinpoint these targets a little better. Got roots down there and all kinds of stuff. Alright. Well, it's not very shallow. That's that. Looks like a lighter. Any writing on it? Old time lighter. It's got something. Initials. SR. Huh. It's almost intact, isn't it? Yeah, that's a nice little relic right there. Clean it up. SR. Okay, yeah, that sounded different, didn't it? Okay, on to the next. So I stopped to get a drink of water. That last find I had, I'll show you in a minute, it just wore me out. It was all up underneath the little roots and stuff. Right at that spot. It's way up under it, so I had to do a lot of digging. But check that out, look at that. It's a little buckle with a bee on it. It's a nice little buckle. A little child's buckle. There's no telling if he used that to hold his pants up or what. But yeah, that's pretty nice. Sweet. Yeah, so just rehydrating. A little worn out, tired. Do a lot of digging in spots like this. Just constantly digging. I think I'm on the old roadway leading up to this place. I'll have you take a look. See? I think it comes up here, and then somebody's beer can that you find a lot of. Okay, so on to the next. Look at this. It's an old child's Spur. That must have been from the cowboy and western days. Yeah, you wear it on the back of your boot, and it has a little strap spot right there. And it spins. Yeah, it's broken, but looks like a fresh break too. See if I can find the other piece. But unless you all have something like that at home, That's a good representation of the past right there. Neat little find. Alright, on to the next. So I think this is going to be our last signal for today. Went back over the spot here. This was on the side of the schoolhouse, and I really hit this hard the last couple times I've been here, and I didn't hear anything until I went over it twice. And I hit this spot, and I turned around, getting like a 63 signal, but then it changes, so it could be anything at this point, but let's find out. I know I was gonna go across the street today and check out those other foundations, but yeah, I'm just tuckered out, just digging. Do you see it in there? It's a tiny little button. Yeah, it's a little snap button. That's what I'm hearing. That's how small that signal was. I barely heard it, but then I did. But had I not hit this spot before, with all the trash, the iron and stuff that I pulled out of here, yeah, I would have never heard that signal at all. So yeah, we're doing a good job, you know, coming in, clearing it out, getting down to the good stuff. So a couple more times I think, and we'll start seeing some coins out of here probably. I can't remember if I pulled any coins out of here or not. I don't know. We'll find out though. Alright, so I'll meet you at the motorcycle. Bye. So let me do a little wrap up for you. Show you what we found. Most of the stuff you didn't see, but tired anyway, you'll see why. So we got that nice little toy gun and toy spur, and I did find the other end to it. It was in the hole. Looks like it's a fresh break, so I probably found a knife, strange knife, a couple harmonica reeds, that nice B buckle, another thing that I think is a buckle. Get your lighter, you get your web belt, buckle, some pottery pieces, this little doohickey I'm going to clean up. I'm not sure what that is, we'll figure it out. I think that's a backing to a timepiece, pocket watch, a little part of a spoon, some shotgun shells, of course, some odds and ends, that big old green thing, and a little rivet. We have a horseshoe, nice horseshoe. Didn't even look like it was used. Might have just been thrown brand new. Nice little farming implement here with a hook on it. And this little thing, I'm not sure what that is. Nice little relic though. Nice iron relic. I think that's a hinge, a door hinge. We'll open it up, clean it up, and see. I think this is a part of the wood ornament or something like that. It's pretty interesting. Big old file. Look at that thing. And this looks like it might have been a step to something. And this little thing, not sure what that is. Maybe. But yeah, a lot of nice little relics there. A couple keepers. Of course, I'm keeping all of that stuff. The keepers, I'm talking about the kids stuff. Yeah, that's the stuff that I clean up and get looking real nice, and I mount them. I mount them on my wall so my kids can see them, you know, and they can see the stuff from the past. They don't have to go to an antique store. They just have to look in Dad's garage. It's in there. All right, thanks for watching my video. Thanks for coming out with me today, and I hope y'all have a great day. I know I'm going to go home and, you know, start cleaning up some of this stuff and start planning my next trip. So see you then.